So if you happen to lose a limb, um, your brain doesn't just delete the file for it.
Right. No, the neural map just stays there.
Yeah, it's just sitting in the dark waiting for a signal.
Hmm.
And that is exactly what we are getting into in today's deep dive. Welcome, by the way. We're looking at this really fascinating medical milestone out of the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
This was back on July 29, 2015.
Right, the world's first pediatric double hand transplant. And, our mission today is really to unpack this through the story of Zion Harvey, who was just an 8-year-old boy at the center of all this.
Yeah, and to really understand how an 8-year-old even becomes, a pioneer for this kind of composite tissue transplant, we have to look at his history first.
It started with a tragedy, right, when he was just 2.
Exactly. At age 2, Zion had a really severe bout of sepsis, and that infection, it unfortunately led to the amputation of both his hands and his feet.
Which is just heartbreaking.
It is, and it also eventually required a kidney transplant, which he actually got from his mother.
And, that kidney transplant is actually the crucial variable here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It changed everything.
It's kind of like, well, I think of it as this grim but effective medical VIP pass. Because of that new kidney, he was already taking a pretty heavy lifelong regimen of immunosuppressant drugs.
Right, because normally the T-cell response in your body makes transplanting complex foreign tissue incredibly dangerous, like especially for kids.
Because their immune systems are so active.
Exactly. So medical teams will usually just disqualify young patients from limb transplants entirely because intentionally wiping out a child's immune system,
Just for hands.
right, the risk just far outweighs the benefit of the new limbs. But Zion's pre-existing condition, the fact that he was already on those drugs, it basically neutralized that massive hurdle.
Wow, so it shifted him from being a huge liability to, like, the perfect candidate.
He really was the ideal candidate for this.
But even then, the logistics of the surgery itself are just staggering.
Yeah.
You've got over 40 medical professionals in there.
Yeah, for more than 10 hours.
10 hours of painstakingly connecting bones, tendons, muscles, and, like, the microscopic blood vessels and nerves. But, okay, I have to push back here for a second on the timeline.
Okay, sure.
Because we know peripheral nerves grow incredibly slowly.
Yeah. Maybe like a millimeter a day.
Right. So if it takes months for those nerves to travel down the arm and actually reach the fingertips, how do the muscles in the transplanted hands not just completely atrophy and die before the brain can even tell them what to do?
Well, that is the critical race against time right there. The surgical team and the physical therapists, they had to aggressively manipulate those hand muscles every single day.
Oh, so they were moving them for him.
Exactly. Through really intensive rehab, they were basically keeping the hardware viable artificially while they waited for the biological wiring to catch up.
That is wild.
And once those nerves finally bridged the gap, well, that's when the real challenge began in the brain itself. This is where neuroplasticity takes over.
Because it's not like you just flip a switch.
Yeah.
Zion hadn't moved a finger in 6 years.
Right, so the motor cortex actually had to completely reassign its neural real estate.
The brain area that used to control his forearms.
Yeah, it literally had to redraw its map to figure out how to fire the intricate muscles in these completely foreign donor hands.
It's just forcing the brain to integrate foreign biological hardware.
Through incredibly exhausting trial and error, yeah.
But he did it. Over months of therapy, he learned to grip a pencil, he could write, and eventually he was even throwing a baseball.
I mean, watching Zion grip that baseball, it just forces you to completely rethink our biological limits.
Oh, absolutely.
His story is this incredible intercession of relentless human determination, decades of specialized research, and of course, the profound generosity of the donor family.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder about the untapped potential just sitting inside our own heads. We just saw how a child's brain can completely remap his motor cortex to operate 2 totally foreign limbs after being in the dark for 6 years.
It's unbelievable.
So it leaves you with this question. If our minds are capable of that extreme level of rewiring, what other dormant abilities for adaptation might the human brain possess? Just waiting for the right medical breakthrough to unlock them.